Hi everybody, this is Jason Bowdach, and this is AndroidSPIN's exclusive look at Anderwebs ADW Freaky Beta Launcher. Now I want to put this out there, everything you see in this launcher is really for test purposes only. It's extremely alpha. Anderweb has actually called it bad code on top of bad code. However, I thought it came out really well despite his comments, and I really needed to show you guys in high resolution. As earlier he'd put out a couple videos that were taken on a cell phone, but I really didn't think that did it justice. So this is Anderweb's Freaky Beta Launcher. It looks pretty normal except when you start to move it a little bit, and you'll notice that the screen switch is very much different. It sort of pages in. And the coolest part about this is we have 8 different ones now. So I'll show you. He threw this little cool nag screen in there specifically to mess with us beta testers, but again, he emphasized you may never see any of these in a final product. These are more of a test for him. So as you can see, we're only on effect 1, so let's play around with them. Let's see what we got for effect 2, and I'll do my best to try and keep it straight for you guys. So if we go ahead and move it around a little bit, you can see that it sort of fades in. Now personally, this one's not my favorite, but I'm sure someone would like it. And like I said, there's 8 to choose from, so I'm sure you'll find one that you like. Let's go on to effect number 3. So if you want to see, the screen is actually flipping over completely. Now this is taken on a Vibrant, so it has a pretty powerful GPU, but I've tried this on other phones as well, some of the less powered ones like the G1 and the MyTouch 3G, and there is no lag. So despite Anderweb saying this is bad code, I would have to disagree. Okay, we're moving on to effect 4. Sorry about that. And as you can see, this one sort of fades out and fades in. So, okay, moving on. Here we have one of my favorite ones, which is the flip. I like to call it the flippy. And as you can see, they sort of just come in from the scroll bar at the top. Or sorry, the notification bar. But anyways, very cool. Much more refreshing than the typical boring screen switch transition that usually came with ADW. So I'm glad to see that he's experimenting with these. Moving on to effect number 6. Here we got a little flippy action going on, and I can go back and forth, and it's really smooth, and you can actually still read all the icons. So he did a really good job of keeping the detail in there. And we're not done yet. We're only on 6. Moving on to 7. This one is sort of a fade out similar to the other one, except they actually get smaller. So if you want to see it in fast motion, there you go. Yeah, after using this for a little while, there's nothing cool about that nag screen. Number 8 is very similar to number 7, it looks like. Yeah, number 8 and number 7 are very similar. Now there's actually a whole nother set of options down here that there are now a bunch of different app drawer styles. And obviously we have the vertical plane, we have the horizontal page-based one that's similar to the Galaxy S stock one, and my new favorite, and the one that everyone has been bugging him about, is the 3D, or what he likes to call his 4D drawer. So I'll go ahead and I'll show you my drawer here, and you'll see how it vastly differs from the traditional ADW. Now normally it doesn't have to load up all the apps like this, but because I've actually crashed the launcher recently, it does have the occasional forced close. It is reloading. So I'll go ahead and close it, and we'll reopen it when it's loaded completely so we get the real effect. Again, like I said earlier, this is very much of an alpha build, so We expect little hiccups here and there, but here we go. We now have a full 3D, or as Anderweb likes to call it, 4D drawer, and it's very smooth. If you look at some of the icons, it actually smooths it out as it goes over the crevice, and you can actually still read it. Very similar to Launcher Pro, and this is actually my new favorite drawer, so I do recommend it for everybody if he hopefully releases this in his next version. So, and he also has specific page transitions only for the horizontal. And I'll go ahead and play with one of these. Let's go ahead and set my drawer to horizontal. Now personally, I don't really like this home screen, but I know a lot of people do, as it is the one that came with the Samsung Galaxy S. Again, it is having to load all my apps, and I have about 200 of them, so normally in an optimized final build this won't be an issue, but right now we do have to give it a little bit of As you can see, there are a couple glitches, a couple bugs here and there, and I know I'm being somewhat impatient with it. So I'm going to go ahead and scoot, and as you can see, it's doing a very similar technique as it was before, where it's sort of fading it in or almost paging it in. You see 1.2 standalone version, still has all the backup, theme preferences. He didn't remove anything from it at all. Everything else is still exactly the same, except these new little transitions. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. I really would love to see this in Anderweb's new launcher soon, but I really needed to do this better justice and show you guys what it really looked like on a high quality screen, as opposed to taking a camera and taking a picture of it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and give Anderweb some props, urge him to release it, and hopefully we'll see this in the next launcher soon.